Welcome. I get to introduce you to a very special person in our church today who is behind the scenes more often than not, but makes a huge impact in our church and is over a ministry of our church that a lot of times doesn't get a lot of public face, but is vital to our church and has made a huge impact over really since COVID. It's when we had to go a lot digital and things have become more tech driven and more online driven. This woman right here has stepped up and just helped us out a lot. So I'm going to introduce you. This is Keri Hendon. If you don't know, she is over our communications division of LifeSource. So she handles our public branding, our public facing, all of our Facebook and all kinds of stuff. But why don't you tell me a little bit about why you kind of exist and what you want to see your ministry kind of grow into?
Okay, I see it as the job of the communication world is to communicate the vision and heart of the church. And basically that can go from anything from our website to social media, our church app, our text messages, even moving into worship guide and the paper things and all the collateral that we have, signage, anything that covers the communication of the church. That is the world that I'm living in. And I mean, it's really exciting to be in the middle of everything because you get to hear of all the stories and get to be a part of so many of the conversations of knowing what's coming down the road or like fun ideas that we just come up with. So it's really exciting to be in the middle of everything. And then it's my job to help communicate that to everybody out there, both in our church family and within the community, locally and globally sometimes.
Yeah, you just got back from a global.
Yes.
So, well, why don't you tell me a little bit about obviously all of these are about getting people to know our ministries and needs that are within our church. So what are a few needs that you have in your ministry?
The biggest one right now is photography. We really need some people that have a heart and the skills to take photos, have equipment, because currently I use my cell phone whenever we have photos, and it's not a new cell phone, so the photos are not great. But really that is my ultimate goal right now, is to find some people that can help serve. Depending on how many people we end up with, having them go out and take photos of events, have serve day photos, even within the worship setting of having photos of our church family on Sundays. It's just great to be able to show the face of who our church really is with actual photos. So that's the number one need. But anytime, anybody that has skills within the visual department of like graphics and anything with communication, even like church management systems and our database, if that's areas that people are good at, I'd love to have a conversation with them and see if it's something that they want to get plugged into with us.
Yeah, one of the things we have found in all of our ministries across the board, communication is key. Mm-hmm. Every one of them has a huge need for networking and communication from one to the other and through events and different things they want to do, which all ends up kind of in your lap. So if you're sitting out there kind of with, I would assume with an admin kind of background and you don't mind sending emails and you don't mind being a part of maybe the communications between picking up phone calls and doing some of those things between the different ministries, you're the person they need to see.
Yes.
So if you're sitting out there today and you're going, you know what, I'm not the one that wants to go maybe shake the hands, or I may not be the one that wants to go out and hang out with Love on Babies, but I do have a passion, or I can do graphic design, or I can take photos, or I can be a communications person. Maybe if you have website skills, I know we have a lot on our plate with the website world. So if you have any of those things kind of in your wheelhouse, Keri is the one you want to see, and she desperately needs some help. So I would encourage you today, if you have any desire whatsoever, see Keri and hook up with this ministry. You will be a vital part of not just one ministry, but really all the ministries happening in the church. So thank you, and check her out.